off to school.
Bwaha, I'm the fact police. Lately you've been less factual than the legal minimum.
Dang, it must have been because of my last economics commentary. Are you taking me to fact prison?
No, but in order to raise your factuality enough to avoid going to prison, you must tell the world about one of the most influential presidents, Abraham Lincoln.
Now?
Now.
Today in Welcome to History with Noah. My name is Noah, and in this context, I'm a historian. This is my favorite book. And this is my best friend, Abraham Lincoln. He was one of America's most influential presidents. But how much do people really know about him? Who was Abraham Lincoln? Unfortunately, the modern American will often have a distorted or incorrect idea of our nation's history, including the life stories of our most influential presidents. According to his birth certificate, he was born on February 12, 1809, at age 0.
Bwaha, don't you know that the United States did not get a standardized birth registration system until 1902? Abraham Lincoln, coming from a poor background at the time, would not have had one.
Come on, I'm just trying to get this thing over with.
Furthermore, this is the Declaration of Independence with the Star-Spangled Banner written on it.
Anyways, in 1809, Abraham Lincoln was born to his poor, uneducated parents Thomas and Nancy Lincoln in Hardin County, Kentucky. He grew up in a one-room log cabin along with his older sister Sarah, who died at age 20, and his younger brother Thomas, who died during infancy. Lincoln received very little formal education in his early life, but he was sent to a few really lousy schools at age 7. There he learned how to write, something that he found to enjoy very much. According to John Locke Scripps' 1860 biography of Lincoln, written with assistance by Lincoln himself and published by his campaign, little Lincoln would write with charcoal, sand, or dust on anything he could, which did not include the Declaration of Independence. In 1816, due to disputed titles on their land in Kentucky, Lincoln and his family moved to a forest in Indiana. He, of course, was happy to help chop down trees and help build their new log cabin. An autobiographical sketch he wrote in 1859 says, "We reached our new home about the time the state came into the Union. It was a wild region, with many bears and other wild animals still in the woods." As writing was a pretty rare thing for people of his socioeconomic status, he got plenty of practice writing letters for his family and neighbors. When he was only 9 years old, his mother died from milk sickness. This made Lincoln especially sad. In 1819, his father married Sarah Bush Johnson, whom Abraham Lincoln became very close to. According to the non-primary source, famous Americans George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, she was very influential to him. She encouraged his self-education, even sharing her book collection with him. while his father was meaner and didn't know how to write. In 1828, his sister Sarah died in childbirth. This was also sad. That same year, Lincoln made a trip to New Orleans delivering cargo. It is possible that his experience in the slave-owning state solidified his abolitionist views on slavery. In 1831, the family packed up and moved again to Illinois, building another, slightly larger, log cabin. Some suspect the frequent moves were to inspire locations for the numerous national parks and memorials established in his honor, including but not limited to Abraham Lincoln Birthplace National Historical Park in Kentucky and Lincoln Boyhood National Memorial in Indiana. And by some I mean just me. As the family prepared to move once more to another part of Illinois, Lincoln decided that he had had enough and snuck out during the night. Over the following years, he got a variety of jobs in New Salem. He purchased a general store that quickly went out of business, worked as a political surveyor, and became the New Salem postmaster for 3 years. In 1834, he decided to run for state legislature, and this time he won. He was re-elected 4 times. In 1837, Lincoln learned the study of law on his own and became an attorney. Sweet! He had a lot of clients and gained an excellent reputation. Lincoln became engaged to Mary Todd in 1840, after his first love, Anne Rutledge, tragically died from typhoid. Abraham and Mary had 4 sons, only one of which survived into adulthood. As a Whig, he was elected into the U.S. House of Representatives and was very outspoken against the Mexican-American War and the expansion of slavery. As when he was a lawyer, he was recognized for his intellect and tact. After numerous terms of serving in the Illinois House of Representatives, U.S. House of Representatives, and Congress, he decided to run for Senate. He ran against Stephen A. Douglas and participated in a series of famous debates. Lincoln lost the election, but greatly raised his national profile. In 1860, Lincoln became the Republican nominee for president, once again facing off against Democrat Stephen A. Douglas. Because of the voter split from the ideological split of the Democratic Party, Lincoln won the presidency, with only 40% of the votes. Lincoln became president just in time for the Civil War. Many Lincoln fans praised his actions during the war and his ability to steer the country into a better direction, including, of course, the abolition of slavery. Emancipation Proclamation, Gettysburg Address. In the end, Lincoln is remembered for embodying the American spirit, working hard, learning a lot, and becoming president. In 1865, he was re-elected, then died.